welcome to Narrowboat Precious Jet. My name's Steve Tyrrell. Today is Friday the 19th of March and you join us on the Coventry Canal in Coventry at Swan Lane Wharf. So today's jobs, as you can see, I've got the sole board down. It's not screwed in place yet, but it's down and it gives me an idea of what to do. Spare sole boards there. One of the jobs I'd like to do today is the boards that are on the floor, these ones down here, I would like to mix up some penetrating epoxy and get the edges set so I can penetrate, get some, God, I can't get the words out today. Get some penetrating epoxy on the floors and so I can start thinking about screwing them. And the other job I want to do today is remove this bulkhead here. So if you look carefully, the top edge here isn't a perfect fit, and it's just glued in. It's a nice tight fit that in there, look. But this end is quite a loose fit and it's just pushed in, and it's filled with filler. So what I think I'm going to do is, as I can't quite see where the fixing screws are, I've got to take all the stuff off here, the header tank, the clock, fire extinguisher, and all these bits of trim here. I'm going to take all those off all around the edge and see if I can find out where the screws are. If I can't find the screws, then I'll be cutting it off with a multi-tool, but it shouldn't take too long. The other bulkheads I took out, the one that was here, there was a small bulkhead up here, only into here, they were only screwed in, and yeah, they were fairly easy to get out. So we'll see how we get on. But yeah, that's the jobs for today. So if I can get that bulkhead out and paint the end grains on the sole boards, then I'll be quite happy. So first off though, tidy up my junk. Yeah, and my bin's getting overflowing, so I need to tidy that up. So I'll have a tidy up off camera, and then I think when I take out the bulkhead, I'll stick you on time lapse, and you can watch me do that. I'll put a new blade in the multi-tool and see how far I get. So yeah, it should come out. At some point it'll come out, you know. Okay, let's get to it. Well, as you can see, the bulkhead's out. I think the only thing holding it in was glue, because there's no nails, there's no screws, sorry. There's a bit of tear out here, but all this against the edge here, that's just glue. So it's done a very good job of gluing it in. It was solid. It was definitely solid. But there's no screws sticking out. No screws sticking out the roof. Nothing. So now I've got that out, I can start measuring up, because I'll use this as a template for when I cut the wall itself. But what I have to do first is I have to put a board. I have to cut the boards in the floor here first. They don't have to be screwed in, but they have to be there so that I can then measure from the board up to the roof, and then I can decide, because I can't use this, the bottom of this as a template, because the bottom of that board's rotten ass, so I can't use that as a template, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm going to have to use measurements for the floor to ceiling measurements, and then the rest side to side. That's fine, I can use that. But that board there won't go to waste. I'll cut the rotten bit off the bottom, and then the rest I'll use to make bird boxes, beehives, something like that. So right, let's get that lifted out of the way and see what space we've got. Okay, I think I better explain myself. I had to take this side panel off because I need to know what's behind it. Because when I had the survey done, the surveyor said he wasn't happy that round here, which is it was the sink drain, was filled with foam, and he couldn't see the joint. And he said chances are, because it's filled with foam, it's because there's no proper joint, because he says the size of that hole there was bigger than the size of the pipe, and he was right. Look, so if you look in there now, there's no joint. This pipe is just shoved in, and that's wrong. So that needs to be sealed completely, because if for any reason the boat goes lower than that, which it could on heavy seas, not heavy seas, but if you had on the Thames and you got quite a wave, that would allow water to come in. And it's only a small hole, but it still needs to be sealed. You can't just have salt water or canal water just dripping in and out of your boat. And this is the reason why a lot of this boat was rusted in the first place, because things were done like that, not necessarily how they should have been done. So, and there's another through hole there, look. That's another through hole with nothing on it. So there's nothing to stop water coming in through there at all. So, right. So I think what we need to do now is, I did need another through hole for the clarifier. And there's another reason why I had to take these boards off as well, is because the clarifier wasn't plumbed in. So you can see here, it's been ended off. The pipes have ended. And the pipes are still there, look, they're there. They've just been removed. So there was no cold water access to the clarifier or hot water coming from the clarifier. So that needs to be plumbed in now. So all this stuff here's got to come off as well, which I knew anyway that had got to come off, because I need to move the batteries and all that sort of stuff. So that's coming off. So I thought, while I've got this wall out to the engine, I can get in here and give it a good clean up and that, you know. So there you go. So this here, don't know whether you can see it, that's your skin tank. So that there is what cools the engine down. So hot water comes down here from the engine, goes in there, and you can't quite see down there. There's another pipe comes out and goes to the other front of the engine, and that's where the cold water comes in. So that's your skin tank. Right. So there you go. At least we can get to these joints now and have a look. And what I'm going to do as well is behind here, where the water pipes come through here, I'm going to have some of these boards off as well, just so I can see what's behind them, you know. So where I've pulled this off, look, that's gone a bit loose now. So the bottom of that board ain't particularly in good condition anyway, so that may end up being replaced, that board, but we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, there's old Smokey, look. Hey up, old Smokey. Right. Yes. The to-do list. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Bigger and bigger. But there you go. It is what it is. We'll get there. Right. Not sure what I'm going to do next because yeah, we'll find jobs to do. There's lots to do. Things escalated. Not sure whether it's a good way or not yet. I should have put it on film, but I kind of got carried away, and the last you saw me, I took out the bulkhead for the engine room, the back of the shower. It's easier if I just show you. Like I said, I got carried away. Yeah. So the two bulkheads here for the end of the kitchen, they've gone. That's what that is there. That's the two bulkheads there for the kitchen side of the bathroom, and the bulkhead for the engine side. So that's all gone now. Yeah, I mean, they weren't great anyway. The bottom of them were rotten. I was going to try and repair them, but you know what? It's just as easy to. It'll be a lot more stable, happy, make me happy. If I just do it properly and put new bulkheads in. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, like I said, I got a little carried away, but yeah, I'm sure it'll look better when I'm finished. And the good thing now is I can have a chat with Lady PJ and see if she wants a slightly bigger shower room, bathroom. Because even 6 inches would make a massive difference, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? So I'm going to have a chat with Lady PJ over the weekend and see what she says. So there you go. Just when you think things are going back together and getting there, I'll start ripping more stuff out. And I still haven't done the sole boards. I haven't sealed the edges of the sole boards yet either. A job I was going to do today and never got round to. Oh well, never mind, eh? Yeah. So just have a quick look, see what the time is now. It's 1:30. So I think I'm going to tidy up, sweep up all the rubbish, get the vac out and tidy up. And then I think I'm going to measure up the sole boards for down here. And I might even cut them today before I go. While I've got the circular saw here, I might cut them before I go. So anyway, stand by. Let's see where we get, see what we do. think I ought to call it a quits for the day, don't you? So, not quite what I was expecting to do today. However, it needed doing. So it's been done, and now I've got to replace them, which is what I intended to do anyway, just not quite this early. But the thing is, if I've got this much of the boat stripped out already, there's no point not doing the rest, is there? I mean, you get to a certain stage where if you're going to do the majority of the work, then you may as well do all the work. If that makes sense, because yeah, I think I may have gone a bit too far, but it needs doing. It needs doing. And the only trouble is now, I'll quick show you again. I am feeling rather overwhelmed now, but I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm not going to let it put me in a bad place. It's still one job at a time, and that's all it needs to be. If you'd look at the whole picture and every single job at once that needs doing, you do get overwhelmed. But one job at a time, that's all you can do. You've got one pair of hands, one job at a time. And just imagine how nice it's going to be when it's finished, and how I know you shouldn't be proud of yourself and proud of the work, because that's not the way it should be done, but wow, how proud I'm going to be to say, you know what, if people go, "God, that boat's gorgeous," yeah, I built it. And if they don't, well, as long as I'm happy, who cares, so all right. So all that's left for me to do now today is I've got the one board down there, look, that's waiting to go on the roof of the car to go home, and I've got these two boards here, they're waiting to go on the roof of the car to go home. And then what I'll do is these I'll just cut out of normal birch ply, and they'll get put in place. They'll get cut exactly the same size as what they are now. I won't change nothing, they'll stay exactly as they are. I'll just cut new boards the same, stick them back in. The rear board, I've got to put the floors in first and then measure it and then cut it. So that's going to go back to my house, be put in the garage, and then I'll cut that in a week or so when I've got these floors. I need to put these boards down temporarily, just so that I can measure up and use them. And once the boards are down, I can walk on them anyway, and it makes life a lot easier. Walking on these boards here has made life a hell of a lot easier, even though they're not screwed down. And I still haven't done the edges yet. So, I mean, it's not a big issue. It's really not a big issue. So what I'm thinking now is, like I said a minute ago, I'm going to have a chat with Lady PJ and see how she feels about maybe having the bathroom slightly bigger, because I know we had discussed it before, so that may be an option. So, but we'll see. And the only drawback is of me making the bathroom bigger is that the log burner was here. You can see the hole in the roof up there, look. So the log burner was here, and if I move the kitchen back, then obviously even only 6 inches, then that's going to move this back. I mean, it may only mean I'm going to have a flue that bends backwards slightly, but if I have to weld a patch in the roof and cut a new hole, I can't see it being a major issue. That panel I can easily replace up there, that's not hard. That can come out, put a fresh panel in, and then cut a hole in this panel. So it's not unthinkable. So anyway, right, let's turn around and get back onto it. So like I said, a little bit further than I was intending to go, but like I said, if it needs doing, I've got to the stage now that if it needs doing, just do it, because I'm not going to get a chance like this again to have the boat stripped out like this. So I came to the conclusion that if I'm going to do it, I just need to do it, and then worry about it afterwards. So that's what's going to happen. Anyway, enough of me chatting and talking rubbish. So you guys, this will probably come out Saturday, maybe Sunday. So I hope you had a nice weekend. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and stay safe. And don't go ripping boats apart, because it makes you feel a bit shitty. Alright, take care of yourself, guys. See you, bye.